Hey guys, StoneTheGamer here with a One Piece theory video. Now this is my first One Piece video. I've been reading it for a long time, as of most of you guys here that are watching. And I always wanted to get into the community. I've always followed the top One Piece YouTubers out there like Rogers Base, Tekking, King of Lightning, BDA Law, and some others out there as well. Those four at least will be in the description, so definitely check out their material because they're incredible. These videos are not easy. They require a lot of research and just regular knowledge of the show in general. So definitely show them some love and go subscribe to their channels and check their stuff out because they're fantastic. But yeah, let's jump right into it. Today we're looking at devil fruits and how they shape and mold the story in a very direct way. Now it doesn't happen a lot, and it's only happened a handful of times, but the devil fruit that has shaped the story the most, in my personal point of view and thoughts, is the Mane Mane no Mi, or the clone fruit. It was eaten by Bentham, or Mr. 2 Bon Clay, and the one who had it before them was Kurozumi Higurashi. So we've seen this used as a plot device to completely change the story 3 times directly. The first time we saw it was at the end of the Alabasta arc, when Bon Clay uses the ability to distract Hina, the Marine Vice Admiral, from pursuing Luffy and the rest of the Straw Hats, which ultimately led to his arrest and confinement and impelled down. The second time we saw it was Bon Clay using it to transform into Magellan to open the gates of justice so Luffy and the others could escape from impelled down and head to Marineford. And most recently, as we saw in the last chapter, One Piece chapter 969, it was shown that Kurozumi Higurashi used her fruit to turn into Momonosuke to distract Oden so Kaido could deal a, let's just say, finishing blow. So, the question that really came to my mind after reading the last chapter and watching Oden go down the way that he did, I know a lot of people weren't happy about it. I was actually pretty okay with it. But my question is, what truly happens when someone dies and they have a devil fruit ability? Now, this has been touched on a few times in the story, and we're going to get into that as well. But the consensus has always been that when a devil fruit user dies, the devil fruit goes to the closest available fruit after the user dies. While this sounds completely plausible, Wano has completely put this theory to the test. Now, of course, it's hard to determine devil fruit knowledge in the world of One Piece, as it really varies from island to island and from the Paradise, the first half of the Grand Line, to the New World, because we have people like Doflamingo and his underlings that have knowledge about devil fruits, and we have people in East Blue, like in the beginning of the story, that didn't even know that they existed, and they thought that they were myths and legends. And then we have people like Whitebeard and Blackbeard, and people who have encyclopedias showing dozens of devil fruits that have been cataloged. It would be really nice if there was a massive library to house all this information, but Ohara was burned down. Sorry, Nico Robin, might be too soon. But let's look at the evidence that we do have on the topic. So, it was explained in One Piece manga chapter 703 by one of Doflamingo's underlings that the same 2 devil fruits cannot exist at the same time, and when a user dies, the fruit will reappear somewhere else in the world. But this isn't very clear, and there is really only one other instance in which we can really see this in action, and that is in One Piece manga chapter 676. In this chapter, we see Smiley. It's Caesar Clown's pet poison that he somehow fed the Sarah no Mi model Axel Atoll. It's some kind of weird, creepy salamander thing. I'm sure I completely butchered that pronunciation, but whatever. It's a slime monster that has a reptile devil fruit. It's chasing everybody, and it eats a large piece of candy that Caesar put outside for him in the snow, on the snow portion of Punk Hazard. So in 675, he eats the large piece of candy. In 676, the poison is starting to interact with his body, which is of course also poison, and it dies, and it turns into Shinokuni, the big poisonous cloud that everyone was running from, that they're getting kind of mummified when they were being touched by it. But it also shows the fruit going into a nearby cart or wagon or whatever, and we actually see, for the only time we actually seen this, we've seen a devil fruit go from a person, or from the user to an actual fruit. So our question is, how did two devil fruits, the Berry Berry no Mi and the Mana Mani no Mi, escape Wano? Wano is an isolationist island. People do not leave Wano. The only person we've ever seen leave Wano was Odin and the pirates that have been there. But you never hear about, and we haven't heard about, the citizens of Wano actually leaving. So the One Piece wiki doesn't state where Bon Clay or Bartolomeo are from, and we can of course assume that they're not from Wano at all, because it's an isolationist country and no one is allowed to leave. The only characters we have seen successfully leave are Momonosuke, the Scabbards, and Odin, of course. This makes the idea that devil fruits go to the closest fruits a little off. As I mentioned before, devil fruit knowledge widely varies between islands in the New World and Paradise. While we can't assume anything, we can say that, the world government, the Marines, the Yonko, some warlords, they have these extensive information networks, and you would think that they would be able to acquire information like this, so it's readily available to us users when we have these kinds of questions. We haven't gotten far enough for something like that to happen yet. And I can see how it's difficult for many pirates to die, peacefully. Usually these guys are killed in battle, but you would think with this knowledge that devil fruits go to the closest fruit near the person when they die. Why wouldn't, say Whitebeard dies of old age? Why wouldn't they surround him with dozens and dozens of fruit in order to keep the power in the pirate crew, or just, as a keepsake or anything? So for dead characters like Monet and Corazon, who ate the Suki Suki no Mi and the Nagi Nagi no Mi respectively, that's the snow fruit and the sound fruit. Does this mean that one of their fruits on Punk Hazard, Rubeck Island, where Corazon died respectively, are just lying on the floor somewhere with these powers? And also, to the same effect, when Ace died, and there is a town in Marineford where you have to assume that some fruit are, did the fruit just go straight just into town and into a fruit, or did it do what I am about to say? I personally believe that devil fruits might work more like Brook's Yoni Yoni no Mi. When Brook died, his spirit came back to the world very far away from his body, leaving him to wander for a year in the fog of the Florian Triangle until he finally found his body. I think devil fruits might work the same way. When the person dies, the devil fruit doesn't go to the closest fruit. I just don't believe that anymore after seeing that last chapter and just thinking about it in general. Maybe it comes back to the world kind of like Brook's devil fruit, and it literally just wanders until it finds a fruit that it actually likes. Because just like I said before, how did two devil fruits that were owned by people in Wano get out of the country? If they die and the fruit goes into the closest fruit, or just a fruit in the vicinity, it's not getting out of Wano. It's just plain simple. So here's the only kicker. 20 years is a long time. And there's a small chance, but maybe we'll see it, that Kurozumi Higurashi and Kurozumi Simimaru die before the flashback in Wano is over. Even though it's kind of unlikely, even though Odin's been defeated. Maybe they die between the last 20 years. Obviously, they are gone now, so they do pass. Perhaps one of Kaido's henchmen, maybe they got the fruit and then died outside of Wano, freeing the fruits from the area. But we just don't have enough information and we're not really sure. But let me know what you guys think about this idea that devil fruits don't go to the closest fruit and they kind of come back into the world, kind of like how Brook did. Let me know how you guys feel about that in the comments below. Also, leave a like, guys. It's down there near the description. Also, subscribe. We do mainly Let's Plays on this channel. We do have a few games, so definitely go check that out. We will have some videos in the top left corner that you guys can take a look at if you like. And, of course, in the bottom right corner, make sure you click that subscribe button to join the squad. Also, share on all social media platforms, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. StoneTheGamer, the real StoneTheGamer. Get the word out. We are a growing channel. We put out videos as often as we can. Lead a pretty busy life, so we can try to do our best there. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I hope everyone has a great rest of the day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Later, y'all.